Alright, peeps. You guys asked for it. A lot of you asked for this. Time to watch Need for Speed, the movie. Starring Aaron Paul, enterprising drug maker, or whatever it is, meth dealer. What was his name in Breaking Bad? Jesse? Jesse Pinkman? I've actually never seen Breaking Bad, I'm sorry. It's just one of those shows that everyone was talking about, but I didn't watch it. Not to make myself sound like a hipster or anything like that. I'm not good at following trends. Need for Speed, the movie.
Of course, Mom Kisco had another.
So this movie's kind of cool because, so just to preface the series of videos I'm going to make on this movie, I'm not really going to watch this and commentate it the same way I do with the Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious is a franchise I love to death, to the point that I don't really mind making fun of it. Whereas with this, I can't remember the last time I've actually seen this movie. I kind of vaguely remember the first time I saw it. I think it was on an airplane, because I don't even think I was even able to watch it all the way. This movie came out in 2014, if I remember correctly. 2014? Yeah, so 2014, I would have been in Singapore at the time. I wasn't watching a whole lot of movies, or like TV shows of any kind, really, apart from stuff I already kind of knew. Shoot. So I probably would have been on Singapore Airlines in like their business class or whatever, going from like Singapore to the US or whatever. Well, not directly, obviously. That would be fucking insane. Anyways, lots of other cool things to kind of go over in this movie. I'm gonna try and not have this take 5 hours like my Fast and the Furious stuff, but I'm not good at making good use of my time, you guys, and I'm not used to having hours and hours of time to record, because you know my work days are 14 hours long. So I've lost all sense of time. All right, let's watch a movie. I've got a Mountain Dew, and in case things get real serious, I got another Mountain Dew, and this time I've actually got the Baja Blast. Why won't this focus? Baja Blast. I'm not sponsored. It's just my favorite flavor. So, yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell, for making me even more unhealthy. All right, you guys. I'm stalling, and we shouldn't have subtitles. DreamWorks, the people responsible for Shrek. How many fucking logos are there? Oh, that's EA. EA should really try and make another movie, to be honest. I'll fucking write it. Just pay for my fucking Mustang. Pay for my M3 GTR. Pay for all my car stuff. I don't care. New York? Okay, you know what? I would not have been able to tell that's New York, so I won't criticize that location text. If it was the New York cityscape, then I would have criticized it.
Well, here's some news, cretins. Toby's been running again, and running fast.
So this is kind of interesting. I get to kind of watch this basically like I'm watching it again for the first time. Because when I first watched this movie, I don't think I really paid attention to the story. You know, I was still kind of in that phase of I'm just kind of watching this for the cars. You gotta remember, 2014, I'm 24 right now. You guys, it's 2022. 8 years ago, more or less. I can't remember. I might have seen this actually in 2014. That was just where my priorities were. And I think that was also around the time I went from, because I was in the middle of a phase of liking like the Supra and things like that, and not knowing a whole lot about Nissan Skylines and the BMW M3 GTR. This was just before I started to get really into very specific cars. So when I was watching this movie, the Mustang to me was just a Mustang. I saw the P1 and I thought, oh, that's interesting. You know, the Koenigsegg's, I don't even know if I really knew what they were at the time. I just think it's kind of interesting going back into this with a lot more kind of context. I don't know. That's more about me than the movie, but I think this is probably the third time I've ever actually this is going to be the third time I've ever watched this. And so this movie came out in the kind of the, are you going to pay for your, you didn't even pay, and she's totally fine with it. I don't know why. This movie came out during the, to me, the Need for Speed, the Run, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 kind of era for me. That's what I associate this movie with those kind of styles, that era of Need for Speed world. even though that's more kind of 2010, 2011, but that lasted into the era of this, obviously. And so you've got the music, the butterflies and hurricanes was probably, I think, the trailer music for this movie. I can't remember. You have the Mustang and all the supercars and the hypercars. When the Need for Speed movie came out at this time, this was not really the Need for Speed I kind of knew and loved. The Need for Speed I knew and loved, that I was constantly playing and replaying as a kid on various different consoles and platforms, was Most Wanted 2005, Underground 2, Need for Speed Carbon. Mainly those three, back to back, over and over again. I love Need for Speed The Run. I enjoyed that game like crazy. I didn't get into Most Wanted 2012 really all that much. I had it, but I didn't really get into it. And that's kind of it. I didn't play the 2010 Hot Pursuit game. I don't know. So, to me, this doesn't feel like a Need for Speed movie. This just feels like a fun popcorn car movie that just happens to have the Need for Speed brand. And I don't know whether having that Need for Speed brand actually helped or kind of hurt this movie. Because it gave me different expectations as a Need for Speed fan. And it probably also filtered out a lot of people who might have been interested in this movie had it not been called that. Because a lot of people might have been like, oh, Need for Speed. I'm a car guy. I'm serious and I take things seriously and I only play Gran Turismo and I haven't played a video game since I was 5 years old because I was told Santa Claus wasn't real when I was 3 and then I just became an adult at the age of 6. So it's kind of like, it probably wouldn't have attracted those sorts of people. I don't know. It's an interesting to think about. Okay, so this movie on the screen here. Should I do a commentary on the movie that's on the screen here? I don't think I've ever been to a drive-in before either. Oh, that sounds like so much fucking fun. It really does. I don't know what car I would use though, because I'm like, I don't want to make a mess in my car. My car is like the only thing in the universe I keep clean. My desk, it's a mess. It's not too bad. My truck, it's definitely a mess. It could even be a biohazard, most likely. My car, my M3, the Mustang, pristine. Well, how about just clean? Maybe not pristine. The Mustang's pristine.
Ah, man.
I found Dakota Johnson. So I didn't know who she was in this movie. Thanks to 50 Shades of Grey. I do now.
Coming with Dino isn't.
What's this fool even doing back here, man?
Well, maybe he just came to watch how a real racer drives.
Guy raced Indy. It doesn't get more real than that, Finn.
I'll let you guys debate that in the comments. At least he didn't say fucking NASCAR. Not to hate on NASCAR, but you don't... Ugh, Jesus Christ. I guess Indy is a fairly big accomplishment. For sure, obviously. It's probably not easy to get into that. But do people... I'm fairly certain the most notorious series of racing is and always has been Formula One. That's just kind of how it is. Like, what's more serious than that? What has more of a legacy than that?
Okay,
She looks really fucking tired. Is she okay? Also, not realistically, what is the attraction that people have to New York? Because I hear loads of people say, oh, I want to live in New York, I want to do this, I want to move to Manhattan, or this, that, and the other. And then everyone who talks about being in New York, never heard anyone say anything good about it. And I've never heard anyone say anything good about it on social media either, especially with those fucking cameras that have microphones on them now. Like, my car would get ticketed, like, every day. We've been transported to the Stampede and the reveal of the latest Mustang. Are you serious? Now we're in the Star Wars universe. I don't remember this. This This is all being done for a reveal of a car that was built by a shop in the middle of nowhere. Let's just go with that, because I don't know where Mount Kisco is. And it's not even like a production version. It's not even a limited production version. This is just, hey, this was being built by Carroll Shelby, and so we've decided to give it to these guys so they could finish it. Who managed to build a custom wide body kit and put on all the body panels and get it to be, well, I can't remember how fast, but ridiculously fast.
Aren't all Mustangs fast?
Well, this one was built by Ford and reimagined by Carroll Shelby, the greatest performance car builder in American history.
She's not from around here, PD, so she probably has no idea who Carroll Shelby is.
But why is it so fast?
It's 900 horsepower, baby.
Holy shit, really? With those fucking tires? Where's the traction coming from, Jesus?
Is that a lot?
Are you kidding me? Look, miss, this isn't the kind of car you can just go to the mall and buy. Trust me when I say it's one of them.
You can go to the mall and buy a car? Really? Is that a thing? Never heard of that before. Okay. Are there many cars you can go to buy at the mall? I'm getting really hung up on that. What? That don't make no fucking sense.
What's the top speed?
180.
230.
230?
He's talking about a theoretical top speed.
She'll go at 230.
Top NASCAR speed ever was 228.
This car's faster.
What went 228?
Top NASCAR speed ever was 228.
I don't know what she said.
Top NASCAR speed ever was 228.
I don't even know. What is she saying?
8 a.m. tomorrow at Shepperton. You get anything close to 230 out of this car, Ingram's going to buy it on the spot.
For $3 million.
Give or take $1 million. I see.
Give or take. 4 million sounds pretty damn good, too. You know, if Dino dies, do they get to keep the car? Because even if there's a claim he can make that it's his property, he willingly went in front of the car on a fucking racetrack. That's also like the tires ruined. What the hell? Or the brakes.
Top speed just over 230.
234, according to this.
Man's over here look like he's going fucking bird watching.
It's going to cost me $3 million.
That's the price.
2.7.
Not sure how I feel about the dialogue. Hold on. Its ability to go 234 is what makes it worth $2.7 million. Not that it is the last vehicle Carroll Shelby touched with his own hands. That should be where all the value is coming from. And also, let's be real here for a second, guys. People are willing to spend $220,000 on a yellow R34 GTR V-Spec these days. The last car touched by Carroll Shelby can have whatever fucking price it wants. Because that has actual historical significance. And actual, like, non-popular culturized fucking dumb value made up by hype boys and crap. I'm angry for no reason. Sit down! I've got something to show you, and it's some good deals. Today's video is sponsored by Rockform and their awesome phone cases and accessories. I chose to work with Rockform for 2 reasons. I have been using their products, the case and the screen protectors, for several months now. I work as a semi-truck driver. I need my phone to be in good condition, or at the very least, working order, because if my phone's not working, there's no way I can guarantee I'm working. The second reason is because they actually sell products I've already tried before, without being paid to do so by them. Like this case is the one I paid for. Here's the receipt. Same with the screen protector. And I also believe in pushing products that I've actually used with my own money and not to the advantage of having it be free or discounted in any way. So you guys are getting a better deal than I did. Phones are pretty expensive nowadays, especially for getting the new stuff. These are just iPhone 11s, but some phones can cost north of $1,000. That's a lot of money, so you actually want your phone to be durable. And everyone knows these phones aren't made to be durable. And the cases that you can get in the stores where you buy them, probably the same with Samsung too, don't really do a whole lot. They're just kind of cosmetic. Take these phones, for instance. These are iPhone 11s. A screen replacement on an iPhone 11 is north of $300. That's why I invested $69 of my own money into the case and the screen protector, because I don't want to pay $300. So here's the cool part for you guys. If you use my link down in the description below and my code, TheRacingJoker, and get 25% off, you can get a case and a couple screen protectors for $52.49. You don't need to pay what I paid. Would you rather pay 50 bucks and avoid spending 300 bucks, or spend 300 bucks when it was entirely preventable? This is the rugged case. This is my favorite one. They have the crystal one as well, which I'll show you here, but this is my favorite design. I think it looks cool. As you can see, the corners of iPhones are pretty fragile and great shattering points on their screens, but the design in the case at the corners here helps protect those. And I've dropped this phone out of my semi, which is a good height. Before I had this case, I ruined my screen at one point when I dropped my phone when I was using the bathroom. Less than knee height, basically, and it ruined the screen. And these cases go beyond the Call of Duty because they exceed military drop specifications. But more importantly, see this square here? That is a neodymium magnet. And what that means is that you've got a really strong magnet that allows your phone to basically attach to just about anything. And the magnet is mag safe, so you should be able to do some wireless charging. They even have some wireless chargers that you can get. But more importantly, the cool thing with this magnet is that it can attach to any of their many options you have for mounts, magnetic mounts. If you're riding a motorcycle, a bicycle, or driving a car, you've got a mount that you can get, whether it's a vent mount, suction cup, like the one I've got here. It all works fantastically. A lot better than all the awkward ones where you kind of have to shove it and jam it into place. You can just kind of go pop, and it just works. I like that. I got the suction cup mount because when I turn on the heat in my car, the heat coming out of the air vents can sometimes make my phone overheat. So having that suction cup mount is awesome. And because I can have it anywhere I want on the windshield, I can have it at just the right height so that I can glance at it real quickly to check the GPS without looking down and taking my eyes actually off the road. Because as we all know, that's dangerous. And plus, despite all that awesome stuff I just told you, they still offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you want to prevent a whole headache that looks like this, then use your whole head and get some rock form cases and screen protectors, and while you're at it, get one of those mounts. And remember, use the link in the description and put in the code TheRacingJoker and you'll get 25% off on your purchase. Again, use the link in the description below and use the code TheRacingJoker and get 25% off on your purchase. Thank you to Rockform for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you all for supporting the channel. And let's get on with the video. Oh, the noise. There's a little bit of like Formula One or IndyCar in there. They sound almost like spaceships too. This is also such a cool shot. That white car is probably the best looking one in my opinion. Wow. Fair enough. Are you wearing your seatbelt, kid? Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm going to be honest here. How do they have the reaction time to drive these cars? Like, especially the kid, all right? The sensation of all the G-forces just on your body. Gonna be a little different than driving a fucking Camaro. I am a little irritated by how they're taking that turn. Toby's face is just like, what am I doing? Why did I do this?
Thanks, little buddy.
You got it, man.
What is he thanking him for? Is he blocking Dino? Oh, now he is. Oh, was he blocking him to help him stay in the lead? I mean, if Dino wins, if Dino wins, do they not get the money? What's the win condition here? Like, it's Dino versus two people. Is Toby the one that actually has to win for them to get the money? Like, just have Toby win. How are you redlining that car? I heard that. How are you redlining that car at these speeds? what a good time for the footage to glitch. So they're trespassing. Why are we here? So we're here so we can have the acoustics of the engine, I guess.
You got some skills, boy. You know you bad. Know you bad.
At least they're putting on their seatbelts. Where is this? I'm eating my words about making fun of f***ing title text. Did it not say where that was? What is that cityscape? I'm sorry. That's a hard right into something that does not gel with this character at all. He went from building muscle cars to doing whatever this is? I'm very uncomfortable with how he was typing whatever he was doing. Okay, that's fairly realistic. A noise complaint. I love that. Just sitting there revving it. Of course there's a noise complaint. I'm kind of surprised no one approached him, because that's what people do now. If your car's loud, they will approach you and, like, in person try to call you out on it. Sometimes it's justified, sometimes it's not.
Woodward Circle, you have a description in Silverport.
The hell?
Woodward Circle?
Keeping the engine on.
Unit 4, responding.
You're gonna attract attention to yourself.
Unit 4 responding. Oh, there's just a cop right there. Where are we? Detroit? No, Woodward Circle. Where is Woodward Circle? Is it Georgia? Why the f*** are we in Georgia? How did this dude end up in Georgia? I guess it's not that far from New York, but still.
Heading east on Woodward.
Just say he's going in circles, bro. That's what he's doing.
Look, we have a plan.
What does that mean?
Means we know what we're doing. Get your ass down here, bitch.
Not a good use of the word bitch.
Get out there, skinny boy. Oh, you're checking me out.
All right, that's good dialogue. I feel like whoever was... not to disparage the writers, all right? Like, I'm not an expert. But there's dialogue in this that's enjoyable, and then there's dialogue that is saved by the actors, and then there's dialogue that can't be saved by the actors in this movie. And it's going back and forth so frequently, it's almost bipolar. So I feel like the parts I'm enjoying were written by one person, the parts that are okay were written by another, and then the parts where I'm just like, oh, were written by a third. I guess him... I guess him trying to fly that plane through the city would not go well. Even though he flew Apache helicopters, probably wouldn't be best he try and do that. That's just my 2 cents. Good lord.
That's it, cretins. De Leon's fool. But if you want Dino Brewster's Lamborghini, you're gonna have to chase down that Mustang to get it. Wow. The race before the race.
Okay, you know what? I'm sold.
I love it.
Me too. Why did he only bother to shoot at him once? Oh, he's reloading.
And then what I say, you're gonna let up on the gas and you're gonna make a hard left, okay?
Okay.
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 Your instincts are gonna say,
Just do it.
That's funny. Every other time, they've had the time to talk about shit. This time, urgency! Urgency! Okay. You could have just told her to rip the e-brake and do it herself.
Liar 1, we need you.
Where is he? Oh, I remember how they get out of this. Oh, I'm already slightly offended. Oh, it's the heights thing. The Mustang is doing a really good job on this terrain.
What are you gonna do about tomorrow?
I found a car.
Do I want to know where you found the car?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's fast enough, yeah.
Convenient. Actually, really convenient that they were able to get any car at all, let alone a fucking Koenigsegg, but yeah. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, the note of the engine changed. The sense of speed's still pretty damn good. I'm still pretty impressed.
These cop cars, they top out at about 130.
Hold them back, baby, hold them back.
Good luck catching up, Smokey. I'll tell you who wins.
Smokey. Was that the name of the cop in Smokey and the Bandit? Is that actually what his name was? I don't remember. I haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit in a long time. Wow.